Let everybody come in for a second, then I'm gonna start talking. I think y'all can see that, right? That should be good enough. Yeah. Huh? What you say, baby?
A lot of lazy stuff again. I go Chaucer.
I thought she was going to sleep.
I couldn't because it's not comfortable.
So what did that's why you're going to sleep. So no, you're not about to lay right there because you're gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I know you. I know you better than you do, bro. Nope, nope. If you gonna do that, you're not going to sleep. And then she see you going to sleep, she gonna wake you up. Cause I told her to. Yes, it will. If it don't, I'm gonna just drag you and I'm gonna just push you in the bedroom. You not no kid no more. You ain't no baby.
If you go spike it on me, I'll wake up this kid. Lift him up. Don't sleep.
But you're not. The thing is, you're not going to go to sleep. You're not gonna go to sleep. We're gonna keep messing with you, so you're not gonna go to sleep. You don't get it, huh?
No, I do not get it. I don't wake up.
Exactly. And you're gonna be like, dang, I ain't never get to go to sleep. Why? Because we kept messing with you, because we don't want you to go to sleep.
Why?
Because you want to go to sleep. And like other people, they want to stay asleep. And people like me are people to help you wake up.
Well, I don't like that.
See, you don't like being woken up. So the same thing, people don't like being woken up. People don't like to hear the truth. That's the same thing. The same thing. You want to go to sleep. You want to stay comfortable. And you want to be in that spot because you're comfortable. But I solved that by saying if you really wanted to go to sleep, you would go in there and go to sleep, but you didn't because it wasn't comfortable. So you really didn't want to go to sleep. You just wanted to be comfortable. So you're not going to go to sleep. You're going to wake up and you're going to be up. And if you want to go to sleep, you're going to go in there and go to sleep. So if y'all want to stay asleep, stay asleep. What's making you sleep is your comfortability. You're too comfortable. Just like him, he's comfortable. Now he's going to go to sleep. If I put myself in a comfortable state, am I going to want to grow? Am I going to want to try to expand my mind? No, I'm already getting what I need. Why should I listen to you? Why should I listen to you about trying to expand shit when, like, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to get my bills paid. I just want to go eat Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go play the game, and that's the thing. You don't grow because you don't challenge that comfortability within yourself. You don't have the armor of God on. The armor of God is not going to let you sleep when you know you got things that you have to do. Right? Stop playing with him real quick for me. No, I ain't gonna leave you alone. What is spiritual warfare?
Something that.
What? What is it? What do you?
It is the God versus the bad spirits.
Okay, God versus bad spirits. I like that. So God versus bad spirits. Let's just say God would be you, and then the bad spirits are coming to attack you. What would those spirits reprimand? How would they attack you?
Like,
What would be? How would they attack you?
well, in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of it.
Scared. So you said scared. What the word scary? What is that? What is another word for scared? No, it's the F word. Say it. If I'm scared of something, I'm also. What am I? What? No, what's another word? Don't say scared. What is the opposite term for scared? What is another word for scared? Huh? Afraid. Okay, afraid. You're almost there. What's another word for afraid? What is the emotion that comes from being afraid? No, that's the opposite. That now brave. What would be the opposite of brave? F. No. F. Here. Fear. In the movie Star Wars, what does Yoda say about fear? Shush. Fear. We feel you feel your mother. Fear leads to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Fear leads to hate. That's what that is. Fear. They will attack you with fear. And where does fear come from? Fear comes from your brain with the emotions that you have. An attack on your mind through a physical, mental plane. So you have the physical plane in which we have the things here, but you also have the mental thing, which all physical things come from. Without the thought to be able to make music, there would be no music. So everything comes from the inspiration of a thought to get something done. Or if it's something negative, it would be the inspiration of a thought to get you to do something bad. So everything good or bad, whatever you want to call good and bad, comes from your thoughts, which also comes from your feelings when you're faced with a challenge. So when you're ready to do that double backflip, you're going to have to face what you call fear. But that fear is not real because it's only in what? It's only up here, right? Come here. I'll use you as an example. So to push past this fear, you have to do something called programming. What you believe in your heart
What you believe in your heart
and think in your mind
and think in your mind
will eventually become
your
words
words
and your reality.
and your reality.
If you can see it in your mind,
If you can see it in your mind,
then eventually you can hold it right here in your hands.
then eventually you can hold it right here in your hand.
What you repeatedly do
What you repeatedly do
gets ingrained in your subconscious mind.
gets ingrained into your subconscious mind.
What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind
What gets ingrained into your subconscious mind
becomes an unconscious activity.
becomes an unconscious activity.
I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. So, if she can understand that, and if I can have a conversation about these things, and they can open their mind up to understand these things, what's stopping you from opening your mind? What's stopping you from opening your mind is the programming that you've been inflicted on when you were a kid. Now, as me being a figure in their lives, they're going to remember me by the things that I say. They're going to remember me by the things that I do in the time that I spent with them. And that's what makes them want to even listen to me. I'm not their parents, but I am a figure of authority in which what my words say to what I say to them and how I treat them will affect their life. Is that right? How your parents treat you affects how you think about them, right? Okay, the kid's not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie because I still have that mindset. I'm a child of God. A child of God doesn't mean I'm sitting here knowing everything. No, I'm trying to figure it out. And by me figuring it out, I'm finding the truth and I'm sharing the truth to you. So, what is physical warfare? An attack on your mind through thoughts. Social media, the weapon. That's the weapon that they use. This YouTube platform can either be a weapon or a tool for you to build your mind. You can sit there and watch videos all day that help benefit and help accelerate your mind to want to grow and to learn something, whether that's to help you get better in school so you can stop having bad grades, or that's you doing something that's going to cause you to make improvements. Let's just say, you know what, I really don't like reading because I really just don't understand the words and how to pronounce them. Well, that means you need to take time to talk to someone and say, hey, the reason why I keep failing in this area in my life is because I don't have the tools enough to identify where I'm going wrong. Now you do have tools because we're in an age called the information age where you can find anything you want about any topic at the press of your fingertips. All I have to do is go to ChatGPT and say, hey, what is the circumference of the earth? It's going to tell me. If I can say, hey, Chat, could you teach me how to pronounce a certain word? Could you pronounce it for me to even understand how to pronounce it myself? These are commands that you give to the tools in order for it to spit out information, because that's all it's going to do, spit out information. It doesn't know more than you. It just has a storage of information inside of its brain that it can access at any time. The computer is a brain. When you study mechanics and you start study coding, you're understanding that computer coding is a language that the computer takes in order for us to be able to communicate to that consciousness for it to spit out what it needs to do for us. In order for me to get a connection to my mom or my dad, I have to punch in a code called a phone number. That phone number connects me to a signal in the air that's connected to a phone tower that then receives that signal and transmute that signal to another receiver, which would be the other phone. Then either I press decline or accept this signal. That's the same shit that's in your mind. You have to, when these negative thoughts come in your mind, you can either accept the call or decline the call. If it's a negative thought, you decline the call, because it's a signal trying to be transmitted in your brain to get you to change your reality from either negative to positive or positive to negative. Most of us are picking up the wrong signals. We're picking up the wrong calls from things that aren't benefiting us. So,
I am.
do what she tell you to do then. Do it right now. Do it right now. Don't say anything. Just go do it.
Okay.
How to build the armor of God. It's only one way you can build the armor of God. And it's not through praying. Praying is asking for something for your benefit in this physical reality. I pray I get my bills paid. I pray my kids don't act up today. I pray the lights don't turn off. I pray when my kids go out of town, they're safe. You're praying for a physical result. So you don't, praying is begging. So we don't beg no more. And in 2025, we don't beg because we don't have to beg anything from a source outside of ourselves, because the source is within us, right? We don't need anything outside of me. If I need to get something done, all I got to do is just go do it. Have the inspiration, the signal in my mind to say, I accept this, and I'm going to go do it. Just like I said, I'm going to make this video, and I'm going to do it. Meditation. I don't care what nobody tell you. You don't have to do it. But until you do it, that's when you're going to understand the frequencies that in your mind that you wait. You know what? Goddamn. I actually did it, and I do see how now I can put myself in a positive state. And I now can put myself in a negative state based off my own thoughts and my own frequency, with sitting with myself, which is God. You have to sit with yourself. You have to sit in silence. So God, universe, whatever you want to call it, Allah, Jesus, it don't matter what you name it, because those are all myths. Myths is what is a myth? A myth is a story or an allegory that has a deeper meaning. So Jesus, Buddha, Allah, and any other motherfucker that came down here is nothing more than a myth. It is a tool for you to become. Because after they tell you the myth about when they used to tell you stories, or if you ever got told these stories, they forgot to tell you that, you know, these stories that I used to tell you, well, that's you. Now, when you go watch a movie, can't you see the scenario in a movie and be like, you know what, it kind of looks like me, but that's not you, but it represents the certain pathways that you may have to go through to get you where you need to be. Just like in Star Wars, right? I want to become a Jedi. That's what I want to be. I want to become a Jedi for myself so I can help people through my internal work that I'm doing on myself. And the only way that I do that is if I meditate. I can't tell you I'm go meditate if I ain't doing it. That makes me a fucking hypocrite. That makes me a hypocrite. I'm sorry for cussing. That makes me a hypocrite. And I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to be a hypocrite for them, and I don't want to be a hypocrite for the people around me that actually love and care about me. Because I understand that I'm here and I'm conscious and I know these things. And if I sit here and I keep trying to fight against the truth, I'm going to get strife and I'm going to get confusion within myself. Because it's like God trying to tell you, what is the truth? Here's the truth. All right, you don't want to accept it? Go accept confusion then within the world, trying to find it within the world versus finding it within yourself. That's why you're so confused. That's why none of this stuff makes sense for you, because you haven't within yourself and sat with the information and meditated on it and said, oh, It's not right because it sounds right for me because I resonate on it. It's right now because I experienced the same thing that he said. Now I can go in and I can say the same thing and I can amplify the frequency of God. This is the frequency of God. Visualization. So meditation. How do you meditate? One, you go into a dark room by yourself and you close your eyes and you sit. You can sit however you want. You do not have to sit in lotus position. Most people have back problems because they don't exercise and they don't stretch, so you're not going to be able to sit in this position if you don't exercise. So you just need to lay down in a beanbag on your couch, on your lazy couch, but turn the TV off, turn the lights off, and just get comfortable and relax and just sit for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes is 30 minutes of meditation is equivalent to 8 hours of sleep. That's why I meditated 30 minutes not too long ago, and I'm up. I'm chilling. I have tons of energy. I'm ready to go. And I slept. When I woke up this morning, I did not feel like I got a nice rest. I still felt tired. But when I meditated, I got the rest that I needed for me to perform how I need to perform for you. Meditation. They ain't no secret. Sit in a dark room. Put the timer on 30 minutes. Go look up binaural beats. Binaural beats allows you to go through the frequency from start to finish. Visualization. Visual in your meditation. First, you want to sit with yourself. Then you want to visualize the reality in which you want, or brain, like wandering your brain. I would call this daydreaming. There you go. That's the word. You want to daydream, but you want to daydream while your eyes is closed. When your eyes are closed and you daydream, you're not really distracted by the physical realities that's already here. So if you're trying to daydream, you got this green thing that might distract you. And now you broke your visualization because you're now focused on this green thing. That frequency has thrown you off course. In order to clear the frequencies of this physical reality, you must close these two eyes and allow this eye to open up so that you can see clearly. Now, bringing up the light. So at the base of your spine, it's called Kundalini, but the actual medical terminology is called solar phallic energy. Go look up solar phallic energy. Solar phallic energy or light energy is the same energy that is in your sperm that allows a baby to be born. So what allows a baby to be born? Light. Light that is inside of you that is able to bring light down, or a light being down, like you, your kid, and your nephews, to bring them down into this physical reality, into this physical form, because light itself is nothing more than energies, protons, neutrons, and electrons. And until we're able to synthesize those things and bring them down into a physical reality or into a physical being, light is entrapped inside of me. I have solar phallic energy, means I have light inside of me. She has solar phallic energy inside of her. That means light is inside of her. A spark of light is captivated inside of her that allow her and him and me and you to come down here. So in order to synthesize this light and bring this light that is dormant inside our root chakra, we must bring it up through the 7 frequencies of our mind so that we can turn on our pineal gland, which looks like a baby penis inside of your head. And then you have the left and right brain hemispheres of your brain, which are the horns that amplify the frequency in which you have. How do you bring up this light? You want to hold your breath and you want to squeeze your pelvic muscles like you're about to go use the restroom. You're like, oh, I can't pee. That's that motion. So you want to and squeeze and visualize a tunnel within your spine and bring that energy all up into the top of your brain. It's all with visualization. So you need to look at a spinal cord. And when you look at a spinal cord, you will see if you turn the spine and the body upside down, it looks like a snake. So when you turn it right side up, the snake head is looking down and the energy is dormant right there. So you're trying to pull this energy up into your brain so that you be able to think clearly within your day so you can make the right decisions. That's all it is. Now, also, once you get this done, you're going to go through levels of resistance within your mind. It's like, oh, I can't do this. That's when frequencies, you have to use tools like frequencies like Om. I can't find the thought that I wanted to tell you, but Om is not just a word. It's actually a calculation of something, and I can't really think about it, and I just learned it today, and I'm sorry that I'm not able to remember that. But Om it's like a switch that turns on your mind, and you won't know it until you do it. When you go, you ever heard a frequency, like if you hear like a phone tower and you hear it, it's just buzzing, it's just making this one frequency? That's the same thing you're doing because you're a battery and you can emit frequencies. How do you emit frequencies? I just told you. And you bring that frequency up through the visualization, and once you open your eyes and you bring yourself back on this earth, you will feel that bliss. You will come from that source in which you come from called heaven, which is in your mind, which you can achieve right here on earth, and you don't have to take no pill, you don't got to smoke nothing. Only thing you got to do is go sit in a dark room, close your eyes, and say, Om. How easy is that? Right? Okay.
Go ahead, say it.
Some tools after you do your meditation. Go journal the experience you had and express yourself. Understanding that you have the soul, spirit, and the body is the tool. The spirit is the vessel in which it is trapped inside the body to express itself, because that's what you was here to do. So you journal your experience and you learn from it. Or you just journal it, get it out. You may write about your traumas from out of nowhere. You may write a song. You may draw. Do whatever it may be. Journal don't mean just writing words. Journal just means a figure of expression of the spirit. Meditation, meditation first, then journal, then take action. You have dreams, you have goals, you have a purpose. If you don't know what that purpose is, that means you need more meditation to to find the answer within yourself, to find out what you want. And you have to take an evaluation of your life. Most of us have been working a job. Even though I've worked a job, it's been in a place where I didn't put 100% into that job, because I knew a job just means just overwork. I mean, a job is only going to give you what you need to just go back to it. I think you know this already. I don't think I have to really go into that. So in order for you to actually be successful, it's going to come from yourself, or your tools and the gifts and talents that you have that God had placed on you, or you have placed upon yourself as a way to express. So I already know she says she wants to be a professional gymnast. That's the way that her spirit wants to express her body through physical motion and the discipline of being able to do impossible things with her body, in which I know that she will be able to do. Him, he don't know yet. I don't know yet. That's okay. You're not supposed to know. If you don't know, that means keep living and do the tools and the exercises, do the teachings of Christ until you're able to find the answers. These are teachings of Christ. Light, Baphomet, all that stuff. Light. This is what we don't pay attention to. It seems so easy and so subtle that you wouldn't even know that it was the truth. I'm gone, gang. Y'all have a good day.